Welcome to Watchin Baseball. It's a show where we watch baseball. We've been going through game 163's tiebreaker games. You're in the playoffs or you're not in the playoffs. You're good or you're bad. You happy cry or you sad cry. Two options, Jake. We were in 2009. There wasn't one for a while. We go to 2013, and this is the first tiebreaker game where the winner moves on to the one-game wild card.
Boogity, 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 Jim. And where are we? 2013, Rays Rangers, Battle of the R's. The Pirate game, they call it.
Texas Rangers did have to battle the Rays a lot out in the open fields, riding for days on the hunt, searching for shade in the desert maybe. So, this is a historical matchup.
Who do we got here? We've got this Rays team, David Price on the mound, who he's kind of the story of this game. Then a little bit of a fun, sloppy Rays team. Desmond Jennings takes me back. Sam Fold comes in a pinch run, friend of the family. Will Myers, back when he was I think he was supposed to be a giant prospect, Will Myers, batting second. Zobrist, Longoria, Delmon Young, friend of the family. We get a Molina brother back there. And then on this Rangers team, you've got a lot of the familiar names. Kinsler, Andrews, Beltres, Nelson Cruz, Pierzynski finds his way in this game. Alex Rios batting 3-hole. How about that? And then, Martin Perez gets the pill for them, which I'm interested to check on that Rangers rotation because that can't be the guy they wanted out there, but maybe it was. No, this team had Yu Darvish with a 2.83 ERA. This team had Derek Holland, who had a 3.42. Martin Perez had a nice year, but I don't think you want him in this one-game playoff.
It had to just be matchups. He did pitch against Houston. His last two starts were okay. All right, well, let's just dive into it. This episode of Watching Baseball is brought to you by Jomboy and Jake Radio. I'm Jomboy, that's Jake. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we hop on the Jomboy Jake TV YouTube channel. We go live at 10 o'clock. Sometimes we're 5 minutes late. And we talk about whatever the news stories are, sports and weird news. It's fun. A lot of banter. If you just want to hear about our days and lives, what a selling point. All right, go check that out. 1, 2, 3, let's play the movie.
In the instructional league with very little crowd, obviously, did get over 20 at-bats down there, but a big stage
Can you hear
for
it?
him. There is the skipper
I can
of
hear
the
it.
Rangers, Ron Washington, Desmond Jennings.
Rowash, we're going from top one, huh?
And as Joe mentioned,
the first inning, it's we talked about how we were surprised Perez got the pill here.
Yeah.
And
that Ron Washington feels is built for the big stage.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Ron Washington was lying.
He made a change second half of the year. He's been lights out.
Couple things, Jim. Click on the Texas Rangers team if you're bumping around Baseball Reference. You're going to be impressed by their pitching staff. They had a really solid rotation, and their bullpen numbers are disgusting.
Holland,
Darvish, Perez, Ogando.
He makes his first start in over a week. And
Look at that pen, though. It's like jump.
Whoa! On the left field line, and Jennings on his
first
way to
pitch.
Second. The throw is in time. And with a
Yep.
bang, we start this tiebreaker tonight.
Gunned. Was he running in quicksand?
How beautiful is that? And yeah, dude, Desmond Jennings is he had 20 stolen bases that year. I'm not sure what all that was about.
I need to see the shot of him running.
This is a double any other time of the year for him, but he just doesn't have his legs under him yet, guys.
So he's hurt.
Throw from left field by Gentry to nail it, and they've got
That sucks, man, because his body, his brain knows that's a double. But his body, it's like whenever I would just get back to hockey practice, my brain would go so much faster than my legs, and my top half would spill me over because it just didn't have my legs under me. So his body just deceived him. That sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. He was the year before, he was 31 swipes, 2 caught stealing. So, I mean, Desmond Jennings could run.
22-year-old. He's been their best run producer since he was called
22-year-old Will Myers.
Bad start for Martin. Good start for the Rangers.
Good start all around, man.
That's a good start
honestly,
for the game. Yeah, you're right.
If Martin Perez, you're sitting there saying, like, I gave one up and my guys got me today, no problem. If you're anyone on the Rangers, you're stoked. If you're Desmond Jennings, you're like, I just hit a double, but I'm hurt, coach.
What year is this? 2013?
Coach, I'm playing hurt.
Is this 2013? Yeah, right?
Yes.
So Jennings played the whole year. I thought he had an injury or something. Must be a nagging injury.
I mean, I'm assuming he banged up something around the leg area because speedster. Maybe a tight lower back could affect that as well.
It's a good throw, but he's dead, man.
I mean, he's toast.
And he shouldn't be toast. Nursing a bad hamstring.
Yeah. That adds up.
Not with a bad hammy.
How old was Will Myers here?
I think they said he was
22 years old.
Man.
Yeah. He won the Rookie of the Year this year, Will Myers, only playing 80 games. 88.
Man, he's got to go down as like, and he's having a nice major league career. I mean, you know, he's got a 30-homer season, a 28-homer season, and he went to San Diego where a lot of bats go to die. But, I mean, Will Myers was a huge prospect.
Was there not a lot of...
He might have been number one.
And a bouncing ball through a base hit for Zobrist.
Dude, I'm looking at the 2013 Rookie of the Year voting because, like, Myers' numbers weren't...
gaudy.
Yeah, 293 batting average, 354 on base percentage, 831 OPS. Good year, but it's only 88 games. So I thought in an 88 game sample to win it, I was going to look up the numbers and they were going to be like, whoa. But that's, you know, it's good. But I don't know.
Yeah,
must have been. Chris Archer got votes, and so did Jose Iglesias.
He was the number 4 prospect before the season.
It'd be interesting to see the patience again.
Yo, the Rookie of the Year voting this year in the National League was so much more fun. Jose Fernandez, Yasiel Puig, Arenado, Ryu.
Good batch.
So much more fun than the American League. JB Shuck, Dan Straley. Ooh, Perez.
Star.
Bad pitch.
KBO star, Dan Straley.
You've really got to lock in about the one hitter. You cannot avoid, and you try to avoid the...
I mean, now he's walked a guy, and he's given up 2 hits.
But if you start worrying about what could happen in the big inning, then
that's not good.
What's going to happen. Each pitch
it's not a good, not ideal.
And Longoria aggressively after Perez.
I mean, they're just attacking that changeup, it looks like.
Ron Washington told us before the game that he will have his eyes all over.
You like Evan Longoria's bat?
If he's afraid to be aggressive in the zone.
I don't love Longo's whole look here.
Okay. I like the flamed, the burnt bat, you know? Charred or whatever you want to look.
I don't know. I think he looks good with the little facial hair. He's a little... like, he feels a little pre-show here.
He's not, right?
I know. Like, it feels like this Longoria feels like trapped on the Rays Longoria, and I kind of don't like that.
Trying to find where he was in his career. I mean, 2013, he's 27 years old.
Midway through, right? Yeah.
And he's spent a lot of time on the Rays. It's a nice piece of hitting right there, though. What a terrible start for Perez.
So I have a fun fact in this game. So Longoria homers in the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
And Jim, you're going to love this. So game 163s count as the regular season, as we know. Mm-hmm. Longoria's home run in the 3rd inning broke Stan Musial's record for most home runs in last games of the season at 7.
Did the right thing, John, given that Desmond already got thrown out at second to start this ball game for him.
Oh my God! Like, because in 2012 or whatever, he has game 162 home run.
Yep.
So that's like a a stat you hear for opening day, like most opening day home runs.
Yes.
Bryce Harper has a lot of opening day home runs, right? Am I wrong? I thought he had like 2 or 3 in a row.
I think so, or maybe he's like birthday home runs or something dumb.
I don't know, but you never hear the last game of the season.
No. Yeah, he from 2009 to 2013, he went 11 for 19 with 7 home runs in season finale games.
Delmon Young, friend of the pot. Yo, so when you Google Bryce Harper and then you put the letter O, it goes opening day home runs.
There you go. Got to be first pitch swinging, right, Delmon?
Nope. He didn't like your pitch.
That got called a strike?
That wasn't a strike, but
Delmon got jobbed. If you missed our interview with Delmon Young, check it out. And he gave his approach on hitting, and it was, I like swinging at the first pitch because that's less time I'm in the box and can get hit by the pitch.
Yeah, he doesn't like getting hit by pitches, so if he swings right away, the chances die. I don't know why the audio is doing that.
It's like, it's like every hitting coach's nightmare, I feel.
I just have to cut the audio because it's doing that weird thing.
Okay.
Delmon goes... I mean, all you got to do is put it in the air. All you got to do is
did his job.
I'm going to check back in with the audio. Still doing it. I don't know what that is. Don't like it.
It's coming through all right on my end.
You can't hear all that glitchiness?
Oh, I guess a little bit. But I guess it always comes through a little glitchy for Poppy.
Yeah, it's probably recording that way, so I'll just cut it for now.
Delmon getting the job done, though. That's all he does.
How does Perez get out of it? Dude, Perez is so lucky he's got 2 outs right now because he hasn't earned anything, really.
I mean, that Delmon Young fly ball was never dangerous. I mean, he hit it good, but I don't think that's gone anywhere, you know?
No, but also, that's all Delmon Young needed to do. The first out's still lucky because he gave up a single.
Right, he gave up a double.
Yeah. Dude, remember how mad Sean Rodriguez got that one time? Was he on the Pirates then?
Yeah.
He, punched the Gatorade cooler?
Ran hot.
So hot. S-Rod. I always thought that was a brutal one.
Srod.
There's some names that just don't work. S-Rod don't work.
Yeah, no.
How many letters do you think don't work? Do you think Z-Rod works?
Yeah.
K-Rod?
Z works in a lot of areas. K-Rod worked really well.
Yep.
Jim, know who's the closer on this Tampa Bay team?
Who?
F-Rod.
Oh, really?
Fernando Rodney.
Dude's everywhere. He's everywhere. We've run into him so many different places. It's nuts. S-Rod. So 2-1 here. And Perez both inside. There's a changeup. I think their game plan was to hunt the changeup. Seen some big swings on it. And not fooled swings.
Can Perez really pump it in there? More Team Perez's heater. Because that might be like a cutter pitch.
They're on their feet in Texas. Down 1-0.
Oh, he's pumping it now. Just read an article about his new mechanics in 2019.
Wow. What's he doing different?
I didn't click it.
Well, that was 88. He's pumped up about that strikeout. Because, bad inning.
Yeah, bad. 1 run in that inning is a huge win.
Right? Actually, you know what? If you're a Rangers fan, you're kind of
yeah.
You're feeling that's a big win, and maybe
you weathered the storm.
Rays are if you're a Rays fan, you're good start. We'll get traffic all day.
Yeah.
So both teams are spinning it right now into positives, which I love.
Spinning it.
And you'll notice a number of left-handers in the lineup.
Pretty cool to watch a baseball game again. What do you want? You want Runzas?
Let's see. Here's young Will Myers, rookie of the year. We'll watch him. Yeah, man, he was supposed to be it. I mean, I think his career's still good. It's just the expectations factor makes it seem worse, right?
And he's one that I'd be interested in. I wonder if there's some nerdy articles about that. Like, if he played his career in Texas or Coors or, kind of another hitter's venue, I wonder how differently the stats would look and how we talk about Will Myers.
Dude, his career OPS is 107. That was an ugly swing there. Perez got the change going now. Yeah, Myers' career stats are still... Well, the OPS plus helps him a lot. The OPS isn't good, so whatever that is. Park factor.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. Like, I think he might be a guy if he was on Texas or a hitting team that we'd be like, oh, Will Myers, he's going to hit 25 to 30 and drive in some runs, and he's a guy. And at San Diego, like, you just run into bad years.
If you're going off OPS plus, he had 4 years in a row above average. A lot of half seasons, though. He's only got 3 full seasons. But his full seasons are pretty big, man. 157, 155, 155 games played. The 1-0 from Perez. Was it Zobrist?
Benny Z.
Przynski. How old's Przynski here? I mean, 2013? Przynski still behind the dish?
Yeah, he's got to be scrapping along.
I wouldn't have guessed all the way to 2013. It's crazy how quickly you forget about shit.
Oh, I know. I don't know.
ALCS. Zobrist.
Right field for Rios.
Flag
ball.
Right.
The Boys and Girls Clubs of America is an official charity of Major League Baseball, reaching more than 4 million kids worldwide.
I like having the announcers, but this is brutal to listen to. I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth, turn it back on.
Turn off the Bluetooth wherever you are.
That's where I'll be. Oh. All right, Evan Longoria, Mr. Ray.
He needs a little facial hair, an accessory or something.
Okay, well, what about now? Bam.
Get
wall
the
scraper
funk out my face. Best last day of the season hitter ever, some say.
Some say.
Gives the Rays a 3-0
Fix the audio.
lead.
Nice.
Well, the story is between the 377 and the gap and the 407 in deep right center. The ball just flies out of here.
So what is that pitch?
And Longoria
I can't tell what. Looks like everything he throws is a changeup. I mean, that didn't look like a home run swing, but it just kept going.
Delmon Young
Barrel.
swinging away at the
There's
first
Delmon
pitch.
swinging at the first pitch.
Yep.
Chopped him up in the
Got it.
infield, and this will retire the side. But Evan Longoria, he's done some pretty magical things in the final games of
Yeah, the
season.
buzz cut. He needs some
Two-run shot
flow
in
and some
third.
facial hair.
Something, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to be midway, like, in the prime of your big league career and just have, like, nada?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Where should we go next in this game, man? This game is not like there's not like a huge moment.
And it doesn't just
Price
show up-
goes
I
complete
mean,
game shutout. You want to watch him
Yeah,
pitch
do
a
we
little?
just watch Price pitch in the ninth? I'd watch that. Speaking of fastball changeup.
And here is Elvis Andrews.
All right. Ball comes out of Price's hand pretty nice, huh?
He had some pretty good pop back in the day. Vandy.
A plus defender.
Fans in Texas on their feet for Beltre, who's trying to get them back into this thing. What's the score at this point? 5-2?
Finish this tiebreaker.
He's at 108 pitches, Jake.
He is fouled.
Yeah, he puts up a pretty good pitch count, and he gets the last inning.
After the 7th inning, he came out for the 8th, thought he might face one back. Didn't
Tough for Fernando Rodney, Efron.
finish the 8th, and now he's trying to go the distance.
Yeah.
And kind of the right move by Madden.
Oh, yeah.
And Beltre deep
Oh, no.
back to Jesus at the wall. He's got it just in front of the fence.
Lazy fly.
And David Price is
He smoked that.
away from pitching the Rays into the postseason.
Where's that ball end up at Fenway?
Because the Rangers certainly capable of getting one
Single,
guy
right?
out
Easy
there.
single? Or is it over the monster? Might be over the
I don't
monster.
know.
The game up on one swing. But now they got to get two guys on for that to happen.
David
That's
Price is
why-
on the Dodgers now, people. No, it sucks. We don't talk about that because baseball's not currently playing, but maybe they will.
I didn't hear what you just said. The announcers
Yeah,
are
me
loud in
either.
my ear. Okay.
He's out there trying to finish what he started.
It turned the announcers down in my
Extra
head.
game.
I'd like to
Price?
talk about David Price on the Dodgers because that's where he technically plays now.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. That was a nice pitch he just threw.
Yeah.
Our Dodgers fans, our Rangers fans.
AJP.
How old is he here?
He's not looking good, man. He doesn't look healthy there.
How the fuck do you spell his name? AJ Pierzynski. Birth name? Archibald George with a J. That's so weird.
Stop.
Yeah, it's Anthony John.
Okay. Makes more sense.
Than Archibald George with a J?
Well, no, Archibald added up.
Okay.
I was like, oh, yeah, Archibald, yep.
Dude, AJ Pierzynski played until 2016.
I felt he went vagabond for a while, and it was kind of like, why? And now he's in the booth, and I also wonder why.
He played 134 games this season in 2013. That was clearly a foul ball, announcer, dude.
Down he goes.
So excited to ring up Pierzynski. Everyone just wants to get on him.
Give me some AJP stats.
He had a good year, dude. In 2015, at 38 years old, he played 113 games, and he had a 112 OPS plus with a 300 batting average.
The Braves.
Dude, he
Just slapping it around.
At 38 years old to play 113 games behind the dish is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's tough to walk. He's going to be swinging.
He had a nice career, and he could hit, man. I just AJ Pierzynski in my head with Ozzie Guillen is baseball beauty, and anywhere else, he's a nightmare in my head.
In your head, 1-2 comes inside, easy out. Get him, Price.
2 up, 2 down for David Price.
I can't say enough of the guts of a manager to be able to stick with a pitcher when you've got a bunch of.
What's his pitch count out now? 115?
In a day and age where everything gets questioned.
Around there, I think he lands at a 118 jobber.
He pushes the right buttons. He has fun. He has different themes, different shirts.
It's a fun matchup to end it.
It's working.
Stuck with Price.
Quit yawning, Jimmy.
Price
Oh, Nelly.
with one more out to get. Nelson Cruz at the
It's just
plate.
pumping him in.
You know what?
I mean, Price right now is just,
Send him back out there. He gave up
that,
Nothing to lose.
the shot to the wall
coming up too.
probably let Price know, like, hey, just toss him.
And this could do it. And the Rays are in the postseason. David Price.
That's what I'm
goes
talking
the
about.
distance.
Yeah, it is.
Way to field that routine ground ball.
Price and
Probably more excited about the whole game,
back
but
in the postseason. They'll match up
oh,
against the
that's a
Indians on
rude
Wednesday.
shot.
Oh, that's tough.
No need.
Is that
to
a quick
do-
booger eat?
It's just no need.
Postseason.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on TV for a second and a half, and it's nose to mouth, I think.
And Tampa Bay back in the postseason.
It just doesn't feel necessary that the camera guy had this guy singled out.
He didn't deserve this.
They'll match up against the Indians on Wednesday.
I don't know if it was a booger eat, but it was, it's just, come on.
Yeah. It was nose to mouth, and people are going to make assumptions.
Stunned crowd here in
Yeah.
Arlington.
Stunned crowd in Arlington.
Well, what a performance by David Price. And I believe somewhere in that
I remember being like,
Chewbacca
are they going to celebrate
has made
this,
an appearance.
then do the one-game playoff, the wild card, and celebrate that? Like, he was like, how many celebrations can you have? And I think they do. And the Rays go on to win the wild card. And then lose, right? Don't they go on to win the wild card?
No. I don't think this is before the one-game wild card.
No, it's not. This is the first time.
Oh, no.
that
They beat the Indians in the one-game wild card, and then they lose to the Sox.
There's a little routine. What's going on? Did Archer want to do it as well? They all did a little jump, right? And it looks like maybe not. Thought Archer wanted to get in on a jump for a second. And that was weird.
Involved.
Rangers, why'd you start Martin Perez?
Yeah, that's tough.
Danny Salazar for the Indians, and the Rangers season ends with Nelson Cruz making the final out.
2 91-game winners, kind of crazy.
Well, it
You know, that used to get you somewhere pretty easily.
Right.
Front, it seemed like he got smoother as the game went
That's
on.
what I'm talking about.
Knew,
That's what I'm talking
he
about.
knew that this was
Smoother
part
as
of
the
the
game.
And he had been talking about it,
Reset
Jake.
that bullpen. Man, I can't
Nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
What a job
Yeah.
he did today.
He pitched a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
bigger than
And
his
then,
6'6",
Rays
220
go on.
tonight.
They
I mean,
shut
there was a
out
time
Cleveland
earlier
in the
tonight we
one-game
really
playoff.
pitched a lot
I think
bigger.
Longo dropped, so that's what I'm talking about too right here. Let's
What a
see.
job he did today.
He pitched a lot bigger than his 6'6", 220 tonight. I mean, there was a time
Yeah,
earlier tonight
he
we
goes,
just
that's what I'm
heat
fucking
that
talking
bullpen.
about, baby.
Man,
Look at
I
this.
can't
That's
speak
what he was
to
talking about.
What a job he did
Before the game, they
That's
said
what
we
I'm
should win this one.
fucking talking about, baby. So, like, they had long conversations about this, Jake. You know, let's win.
Before the game, they said we need to win this one.
Yes, let's win this game.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that's what we're talking about. So, yeah, that's cool, you know, whenever you put a plan together. Wow. All right. Martinez, Price clearly wants you to leave him alone, I think. I mean, he's turned his back to you like 4 times, Martinez.
Questions about his postseason.
Yeah.
Remember in 08 when
Over
he came
it.
up and he was so good out of the bullpen
Is that Davey?
for the Rays.
Get out of there, Davey.
The reigning Cy Young
Dude, Davey's
Davey.
floating around on these too.
Yeah.
He sure did. Now he's passing the baton on.
He's been a lot
That's
of places.
always got to be interesting. Like, you know, when Davey Martinez gets interviewed, he's like, yeah, you know, the Rays 163, I was there for that. Like, does that matter at all?
That's when it would be scheduled to be his next
He just followed Madden to
from now.
how did that
Yeah.
work?
It's just great
Because
to
Madden got
see,
traded to the Cubs.
big players step
Was
up.
Davey, they just released Davey and let him follow him?
The guys
Coming
that you
with.
count on the most, when
girl.
they step up and do it,
That
it
was a
makes
girl,
everything
you're right.
easier for the guys behind them.
I went
is
to a
that?
Rangers game with a pretty girl once. It's a good story. What is that?
It's a gorilla
Oh,
mask?
that's a wig. It's a Madden team, dude.
It was like a mask, like a werewolf mask.
Yeah, it's like a wig Chewbacca type thing.
Okay, get closer to this dude's face.
Yeah, all in.
What the heck are we doing here?
That's emotion, man.
That guy was just pissed he had to go home to his wife.
No.
He wasn't even thinking about baseball.
No.
Yes, Jake. He's been talking about it forever. Price is crying. That's cool. Okay. That facial hair adds up like so much. If you were to show me just the outside of that guy's face and not the inside and say what facial hair do you think he's going to have, I'd say probably a little soul patch and a faint mustache.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's good on him. You got to know what your look is, you know?
It's what Longo needed. I would have actually liked the soul patch on Longo, and I think he had one for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Longo was a soul patch guy. Oh, that guy's hat. His wife's wanted him to get rid of that hat for a long time.
Never
But
will.
it's his lucky hat. Comes home from the
Never
game
will.
today, and she says, well, now can I get rid of it? Didn't help.
They're going to stay the
Let
What's
me
he
get a
taking?
picture of the loss.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Get ready for
What's
a
that?
hot,
Okay.
hot Cleveland team
Show all
and
my
a
friends
crowd
on
that's been waiting
Facebook that I was at the loss.
to get playoff baseball back.
Right.
Lucky hat didn't work today. That's probably the caption.
10 straight games
Ooh.
to finish the
Yeah.
season.
A lot of good
Waiting
days,
to
but
hear
not
from David
today.
Price as soon as we can.
So they're dancing and stuff. All right, cool. That was game 163. Rays win. I think there's only one more game 163. Then we'll move on to classic wild card games, DS games, Tampa Bay strong.
Maybe the wild card 1-game playoffs. Who knows?
How's that happen? How does that happen? I don't get it. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.